Hello everyone, I'm Zelda Kelly with True Oracle, and this is a life reading, and it could be your life reading. So I don't want to hesitate, I want to get into this, and I want to let you know that this reading is an actual reading for a very good client of mine. I'm going to call her Nikki, so we can give her her privacy, but it's based on birthday and year, and the card in the major arcana, or arcana if you prefer to pronounce it that way. And I'm going to show you how it's done. And I'm going to do her reading here. I haven't done it before, but I'm going to show you, and I'll show you on the screen here. Now, like I said, it is based on her birthday, which is January 11th of 1988. And I'll put that right here. Now, I'm also going to insert a little video right here that is representing the major arcana cards. They're right here, and it's too large. There's 22 of them. It's too large for me to put out here and leave out here. So I'm going to put this out here right now so you can see. And they are quite beautiful. So here's what we do. It's a matter of adding and reducing in numerology. So since Nikki's birthday is January 11th of 1988, we take 1 plus 1 equals 2, plus 1 equals 3, plus 1 equals 4, plus 9 equals 13, plus 8 equals 21, plus 8 equals 29. And then what we do here is we take the 2 plus the 9, the 29, the 2 plus the 9, and that equals 11. Now remember that number. That equals 11, but we're going to go a little further and reduce it to one significant number, just one number. Some reduce to one number already. Some have 2 digits. Myself, I'm a number 7, and it reduced automatically to number 7. Some don't. So in Nikki's case, she is a number 11, and then what we do is we add 1 plus 1 is 2. That's how we've come up to her life number. Now, here's the fun part. This is what we're going to do. We're going to give her a life reading, and I have the major arcana cards in order right here. So what I'm going to do here is, because there are only, remember, the tarot go from 0 to 10 in each suit, so remember that as well. So now we're going to take the first card, which is the Fool. Now we want number 2, which is the Magician. Now, do you remember when I told you to remember the 11? So here we're going to go. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now that's the World card. So what I'm going to do with this, keeping them still in order, is I'm going to read based on this Wheel of Fortune and the number 2 card. Now this doesn't happen in every one, but it happens to be this case. So we have the Magician and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Both are very spiritual. Both are excellent manifesting cards. Now, I'm going to put these down here like this. I'm loving this for Nikki because she has an infinite ability to use whatever it is in the four corners of the universe. And you see, we've got four corners here. The invitation for Nikki is to make sure that to write things down. And you see that each one of these little characters have a book and a little writing instrument. And also it tells me that she is on a spiritual journey. It could be that she's getting ready to come up on the Wheel of Fortune because each one of us experience a wave where we have things that are not so good in our lives, but then things that are really good in our lives. And with this magician, it is showing for her, she's on the upswing. She's got something really good that's really coming. And that's going to be more so than not going ahead in her future. What I've also done is, since she technically reduced to a number 2, and that is the number 2 card, what I'm doing is I picked out the number 2 of each one of the suits. And we're going to read on that as well. Let me put this up here just a little bit so you can keep track of what we're doing. Now, with this being said, and first of all, the magician having that red cloak, that power, but not only that, passion that goes along with it. This is telling me that Miss Nikki is very intuitive. Now, you're going to say, but Zelda, that doesn't look like an intuition card. Oh, yes, it does, my darling. Because this is why I'm saying this. You see, this little dot that is right above, let me click this so you can really see. There is a little dot, a white dot above this blindfold. That is the opening of the third eye. Anytime we lose one of our senses, the other 4 senses that are left of the 5 are enlightened and heightened. And with her, she actually, if she does experience stress, she always maneuvers a way through. Doesn't mean that she eliminates the stress or the anxiety, but it means that she uses her intuition and she crosses her arms, metaphorically speaking, to protect her energy. You see, this water in the back flows. It's a spiritual water. It's truth. All water in the tarot come from the High Priestess card. This is telling her that truth is most important to her. And I'm telling you that because my dear Nikki is a Capricorn. And I'm going to show you that card as well. This is the Capricorn card. One thing I love about Capricorns is you don't mess with them. They don't like people that lie. They don't like people that use other people. They especially have a big heart for animals. They, pardon me, they love life in general. And with Nikki being the Capricorn, it does not surprise me that these cards are associated with her in her life path. Secondly, she is usually always the first one to say she's sorry. And boy, I'll tell you what, this fits this young lady because I do know her. And that is very true. And when I spoke about the High Priestess, is, you see, this little sweetheart has the robes of the High Priestess, and this little sweetheart has the outfit of the Fool card, which is starting over. That's where it brings these two together. Starting over, negotiating, saying you're sorry, and the truth being brought forward. Exchanging cups, reconciling, pulling things together. But the most important part of this, as I love it, is look at the strength. This lion's head with the wings of an angel, very spiritual. and very powerful. One of the most important parts of this card, not only reconciliation and coming back together, is this staff of Hermes, the caduceus. That is the medical symbol, and you see that right there. We see that primarily in the American medical, and that means it is healing. Anytime when we come together and we ask for forgiveness, or we reconcile, or we negotiate, or we work things out, it's healing to our souls. That is really this is so true to her. Believe me, I can tell you, this is exciting for me to do this. And once again, I can do it for you as well. This life path will carry with her probably for the rest of her life. It's always good to know, and you should know it as well too. This is another card that I really like. This is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands here is a choice. She's made choices to get where she is right now, and she'll continue to always make choices. But the wonderful part is she's got the world in her hands. And with the wands, open doors, opportunities, and with this red cloak that is passionate and powerful, and you see she's got a little bit of green on there too, that's financially as well, and definitely embedded into this card. One thing that most of us don't realize, and I'm going to point it out to you if I can get it to focus, is that you can see that this wand is anchored to the side of this, I'm going to say it's a castle that he is standing on, looking out over the seas and over the lands. He's anchored his past behind him. That's one thing about her. She accepts the past, no matter what it is, no matter what she's gone through, and looks at it as an experience, and it's anchored behind her. What does that mean? She doesn't dwell in the past. She lives in the now, and she works for the future, which is wonderful. One thing about this client, Miss Nikki, we're calling her, is that she usually has a lot on her plate. She's juggling things around. She's working through things. She's just doing a lot. And usually it's for other people. There will be this time where her ship comes in, but she is not a selfish person. She makes sure that everyone around her is taken care of and intuitively knows when they need to be taken care of. And that is what helps her. With this wheel going forward, round and around, you see there's also another hint of spirituality here, because there is the T, the O, and as we turn it around, the R and the A. That is symbolic for the Torah. The Torah are the books of Moses in the Bible, or some of us call it the Septuagint. Funny enough, and you see how all of these come together, and they just bring this whole life reading together for Miss Nikki, is that in the High Priestess card, and you know what? I'll show it to you. In the High Priestess card, she is also, here she is. You see this robe looks like this robe, but she's also holding a book. And we can see that is T-O-R-A. It's all a reference to what Miss Nikki has. It's a basic, you got to look in. You just got to look and decide exactly where this reading is going for her. And I'm going to tell you, this reading, and I have my other tarot deck here for her, and look at the cards that fell out. The Page of Wands, fiery, opportunity. You see how that mirrors this Two of Wands here. And the Page of Pentacles. It's funny, the two pages came out because there are the messengers. So messengers of money is right around the corner for her. All she has to do is grab it, manifest it, pull it in, use her intuition, negotiate what she needs to, open the door of opportunity, and then all she has to do is just wait for the universe to come through. I hope you like this. I like reading like this because it gives us an in-depth idea of what we are like. If you would like to have a reading like this, it is a tarot life reading. I'll put a link in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you'd like this sort of thing. I'll do this and just visit the link, and then all I would need is your birthday, month, day, and year. That's it. And your first name. Thank you so much. And I know Nikki is going to love this. This gets pretty in depth, pretty deep. And I love that because you know what? Nowadays, we need to learn more and more about ourselves. And if you would like to learn more about you, click the link below and we'll get you started. Thank you so much, my darlings. And thank you, Nikki, for allowing me to put this on here for you. I really appreciate it. You be well. And everyone take care. And I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.